Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, April 12th. We are looking at window traders, market profile of the ES and SPY. Well, that was certainly a downer for the bulls, which started out with a gap higher in the S&P and an attempt to come out of an 8-9 day balance to the upside, turns into an outside day down. In fact, all three of our indices have an outside day down. NQ finishes with one, and they basically took out their balance low. But again, depends on how much they took it out. We'll look at Q's charts, and we'll go over whether I would call it down or just stretch the balance. But they have an outside day down. Righty has an outside day down after they gapped higher. NQ didn't gap higher. They have an outside day down. They're still in balance, though, and they did fill their gap from the other day. And ES and SPY, we were 8 wide, never could get 9 wide. Now, I'm updating these, but we are only 8 wide because I'm in bigger increments. We never got 9 wide. And we go out. ES has a poor low. SPY does not. You know, the majority of the volume throughout the day was done above half back, only to see us make lower lows. The minutes came out at 2 o'clock. The market didn't do much at all, actually. And then late in the time frame, they decided to sell it off in J, and then it never stopped, J, K, L, and M. So that was pretty interesting how they did that. After digesting it, I didn't think it was a big deal, and then they pulled back. I had a good day, made just under 20 points, and that's with a couple of losses and a trade in C that I really missed. Incredibly, well, let's go over them. So in A period, I took a short right before the opening. I'm like, I don't think this gap's going to hold, plus they'll front run the overnight high. I took a win out of that. Then in A, as soon as they filled the gap, took a long, got 2 points out of that. And good thing I only took 2 because it came right back in after that. B period, started shorting it when we got up to the 144 and we couldn't get back above it. Then in B period, I took a short again against the opening. I was like, well, we can't get to the opening. I'll use the opening as my out. That worked. C period, I had a short in at 44. Didn't get it, and then it rolled over. Boy, I was ticked at that one. And then in D, I made money on a short only to give it all back and break even when the market rallied. So again, pretty sad on my part. C period, I missed the short. Well, I had the order in, just didn't get taken. And then in D, even though we still went down, I broke even. So I still had a good day, 20 points almost, messing up both C and D. E period, I took a long to fill the singles. That was a nice one. That was a very nice one, actually. Got like 6 points out of that. And then in G period, I took a short, thinking this could be an afternoon rally high, possibly. Took 9.5 points out of that. Now we went higher. I took a short in H that I took off for a loss. That's one of my losses. I gave back 4 points. Obviously should have reshorted it because, as you can see, we never got above H's high, H, I, and J. That came in, but that was a loss I took. And then in K, I took a loss. I thought we might get a possibility for an afternoon pullback and hold. I lost 3 points on that, but I made 2 points on a long in L because I didn't think we would hold single prints in K, which we did not. So I made just under 20. The 2 losses was 7 points. Otherwise, I would have had a 26-point day. But that's all right. It was still a good day overall. First day back after being out of here for 4 days since Thursday or Friday. I'm very happy with it. As far as destinations, today's high in SPY. Well, first we have the afternoon rally high. I'm going to use HIJ as a rally high, 411.48. And then we have today's high, 412.17. And then today's low is 407.44. And then 405.97 daily low, 405.68 weekly low. For ES, downside, 1350 is today's low and poor. 98.75 is a weekly low, 96.50 monthly low. On the upside, we have 54.50. That's HI and J's high, afternoon rally high. Today's high of 61, and then 63.25. That's the balance high. ES just missed the balance high by 2.5 points. SPY stretched the balance high by 25 cents. And then just quickly on the charts, so let's go. So here's the daily in SPY. Okay? I'm using March 31st low as the bottom of my balance. So it's an 8-day balance. That day is the low of it. Today is now the high of it as we barely stretched last week's high. Okay? And the balance high. Still balance. The weekly is still up and the monthly is balanced. But for now, the daily is balanced. But it was an outside day down. The other thing is 4,100. We tested it a bunch of times last week and Monday. So it's going to be interesting if we go test that level again. For sure. How many times are they going to keep defending it? And then on the other ones, let's look really quick. Triple Qs. Again, this is a tough one. Here is their balance low. Their balance low is 312.82 from April 6th. They got down to 312.57. I would still call it balance for now, give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? But if they make a new low tomorrow, I would certainly call the daily down then. And they also had an outside day down, and IWM is definitely balance, okay? You can call it 2-day balance with an outside day down. So, again, a very, very disappointing finish for the bulls, considering how at 8:30, when the CPI came out and the market, again, knee-jerk reaction, rips higher, only to open with a smaller gap, fill the gap, and have an outside day down. Tomorrow is the 3-year anniversary of CamelbackTrading.org. I'll mention tomorrow morning before the video and tomorrow night after the video, a little special I'll run for people who are thinking about joining this room. Hope you had a good day trading. Thanks for the likes and subscribing. And we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.